this is Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for the Run the Year Yoga Challenge. So this class is designed to teach you and for you to practice sun salutes or sun salutations. So sun salutations are common in a lot of yoga practices, but if you ever go to any vinyasa class, you're going to do sun salutations, and maybe quite a few of them. So it's a repetitive group of yoga postures done in sequence, back to back with your breath. So you can practice, once you learn your sun salutations, you can practice them just in silence, listening to your breath. It's a great way for you to learn, if you are going to continue to practice yoga, to learn to control your breath and connect your breath, your breathing, to your movements, which is challenging. So don't be discouraged in the beginning if it's not fluid or it doesn't feel natural. I'm a yoga teacher, been practicing for a long time. Sometimes it's still challenging to me, but sun salutations are one of my favorite parts of a yoga practice because I feel, now that I've practiced them for so long, that they even have a meditative type of quality because they're repetitive. And for me, and you runners and walkers, you can really relate to this, but for me, when I have a lot of chatter going on in my head and I start to do something that's repetitive and active, I can kind of get it out of my head and into my body, and I love it. So that said, sorry for all the talking, but I want you to also know that if you want to practice these daily in addition to something else, this is kind of your exercise portion of yoga. So you're supposed to get warm, sun, heat, fire. You're supposed to get warm, and you're supposed to get working and moving and sweating. So I'm going to teach you the postures. We're going to do it slow. I will guide you through it, and then when hopefully you're getting a little more comfortable, I'll give you the opportunity to just practice, with me, but in silence. So hopefully you've done a little bit of a warm-up, my warm-up video, or have warmed up a little bit on your own, because this is a pretty active class. So we're going to sit here and do just a little bit of breathing so you can get grounded, get into your body, get into your breath, and then we'll practice. So sit up tall, close your eyes, breathe in, one cleansing breath. Breathe in through your nose. Let it go through your mouth. A couple breaths in and out through your nose. Try to lengthen and deepen and even out your in breaths and your out breaths. Okay, your goal is to maintain that steady breathing. We're going to meet on our feet, and I'm going to teach you the sequence of a sun salutation. So I'm going to kind of walk you through each posture individually, and then we'll get to it. All right? So we're going to start, and you can be facing the front of your mat. I'm going to be facing you. The first posture in a sun salutation sequence is mountain pose, a very fundamental, foundational, important pose. Your feet are under your hips, toes spread wide, legs really active, shoulders directly over hips. Take a nice shoulder roll, palms face out, fingers face down. So this is mountain pose. The next posture is on an inhale breath to tall mountain. So as you breathe in, you sweep your arms up to tall mountain. So tall mountain is the same as mountain with your arms up overhead. So you want your wrists over your shoulders over your hips, and then your fingers are active, a slight spiral of your pinky fingers in to broaden the backs of your shoulders. Okay, so again, still strong foundation in your legs. The next posture I'm going to teach you, but we're not going to do it every time we practice, is a cactus posture. So in this posture, you just draw your elbows down, you lift your chest. It's a little back bend for your upper spine. You lift your gaze. So when you practice Sun Salutations in a yoga class, sometimes you'll see this, sometimes you won't, okay? Big breath in, you come back to tall mountain, and on your exhale breath, so you're at the top of your inhale here, on your exhale breath, you come into a forward fold. In your forward fold, you're hinging from your hips. Two choices, arms off to the side or hands through heart center. Come all the way down with straightish legs. So you're going in the direction of straight legs, but if you have to bend your legs, that's totally fine. Working on increasing the length in your hamstrings. All right, from your forward fold, the next posture is monkey. You're definitely going to want to peek at me for this if you're not familiar with it. So monkey pose is a halfway lift. It comes with a flat back. Your knees can be as bent as they need to be to get your back flat. So just try and visualize your body in space and that your back is flat, parallel to the floor. If you have blocks, you can use blocks. If you want straight legs, you can place your hands. My hamstrings are open, so I can reach to the floor. But if you can't, that's no big deal. So you can reach your hands to the floor, still with your flat back, or your shins, or your quadriceps. Okay, that's monkey pose. That's what it looks like. The importance is your flat back. Then as you breathe out, you come back into a forward fold, right where you were. Then you're going to plant your hands on the floor in preparation for high plank pose. All right, so shoulders over wrists, and then you can step back to high plank pose. This is where I'm going to teach you your modifications. Okay, so modification for high plank is knees to the ground. Okay, you have two options from your high plank position. One is to lower down onto the floor. So I'm going to teach you that first. Your arm positioning is going to be important in both these moves that I'm going to teach you. So as you lower to the floor, either with your knees up or down, your elbows stay in and they graze your ribs. So this is not a traditional push-up move, right, with your elbows out. This is called a yoga push-up with your elbows in. Come down. Try and do it with control. Okay, you're strengthening your whole body, but this is for your arms, so your triceps. Okay, so this is option number one. You come to your belly. The next posture on your in-breath is Cobra Pose. So from your belly, you peel your chest up off the floor on your in-breath. Inhale, and then as you exhale, lower down. That's option one. Option two is called, in Sanskrit, Chaturanga, which translates to crocodile pose. I'm not quite sure why it's called a crocodile because it doesn't look like a crocodile to me. But this is, again, yoga push-up. Arm position is the same. And this is challenging for a lot of people to learn, so you just have to practice it. But your elbows stay in, graze your ribs. This is what it's going to look like in my plank position, like this. Do you see the difference? It's not this, it's this. So it takes a lot of strength in your upper back, your neck, your triceps, all good stuff. You can practice Chaturanga, again, with your knees lifted or on the floor. Okay, so let's try it. Plank, this is your in-breath. Chaturanga is your out breath. So you come halfway down, you don't touch down to your belly, okay? With your knees on the floor, I'm gonna show you. Okay, knees on the floor, Chaturanga, halfway down. Okay, it takes practice and it takes tricep strength and overall body strength. So from that position in Chaturanga, so I taught you to the floor, Cobra is your in-breath. If you're gonna do Chaturanga, instead of coming to the floor, your in-breath is called upward facing dog. So you move from that halfway down point to upward dog, which I'm going to show you now. So come back into, or watch me, to Chaturanga. From this position, you're going to take the tops of your feet flat to the floor, and then you're going to press up. Your quadriceps, the tops of your legs are lifted up off the floor, not on the floor, lifted up. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your elbows have a slight bend, okay, because I have a tendency to lock. And your neck is long. So you might see, maybe you've seen people in yoga classes or in a yoga picture throwing their head back. I don't even want to do it because it just hurts my neck, but throwing their head way back in the up dog. This is not it. So you want to lift through the crown of your head and arch your spine, but not throw your head back, okay? That's up dog. So that's your in breath. It's either cobra, up dog. Your out breath is down dog. From here, you either tuck your toes under, press back to down dog, or from your cobra, you lower back down, press up, high plank. You can do it with your knees on your on the floor if you want, and then down dog. All right, and then you take a breath, or 2 or 3, in down dog, and then your next movement is to the front of your mat. So you have options. You can walk, you can step, you can hop. Those are your options. And that's your in breath. Your out breath is forward fold. You're already practically there. Your in breath is tall mountain. And we did it. So that's a sun salutation. And they're very, very short, despite what we just did. So it's tall mountain, forward fold, monkey, forward fold, high plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Got it? It's okay if you don't, but now you know the proper way to do the postures, and then we're gonna start to link them together. We'll take it slow to begin with while you get a hang of it. If you've done this class a couple times, hopefully you're gonna figure out how to fast forward to this point and we can just practice together. But I wanted you to have proper instruction so that you can walk into any yoga class and be prepared to do a proper sun salutation. All right, let's start mountain pose where we started before. Find your strong mountain pose. Steady your breath and prepare yourself. Okay, complete your exhale here. Your first in breath, tall mountain. Reach your arms up overhead. I'm going to give you lots of instruction. Your exhale breath is forward fold. You're hinging from your hips, sweeping your arms off to the side or through heart center, whichever way you want to go. All the way to forward fold. Doesn't matter how deep your forward fold is or how bent your legs are. Your big breath in is monkey, so flat back. Remember, hands can be anywhere. Breathe out, forward fold. Plant your hands, high plank pose is your breath in. Again, all the modifications are offered to you here. Chaturanga, I'm going to take chaturanga. You can lower to your belly. Upward facing dog, or find your belly, cobra. Out breath, downward facing dog. Roll up and over your toes. This is good for all you runners and walkers for your feet. Breathe here in downward facing dog. You can move or find stillness. This is kind of supposed to be your resting pose. If it doesn't feel resting, you can always take child's pose, or you can dangle over your legs. All right, your next move is to come to the front of your mat. I'm gonna do a little hop. You can walk, you can step. So look to the front of your mat, walk, step, or float. Forward fold once you arrive. And let's do it again. Breathe in, tall mountain. Let's add a cactus this time. Breathe out, cactus. Breathe in, tall mountain. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, monkey. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. While we take our couple breaths, I did not mention to you before, but I'm teaching and I'm going with my breath pattern. It does not mean that that's your breath pattern. If you need to slow down or speed up your breaths or your movements, once you're familiar with sun salutations, you can make them your own. So you don't have to go at my pace, okay? So don't feel like, oh geez, my breath isn't like that. That's fine. Let's do it again. Look towards your mat, come forward. Forward fold as you breathe out. Tall mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Monkey. Chaturanga. Oh, sorry, forward fold. I'm gonna teach you something next time. High plank, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. We're gonna do one more, then I'm gonna pause and teach you one more thing, one more option, variation. So complete this exhale. Let's do it again. Come to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Tall mountain. Forward fold. Monkey. Fold. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And go ahead and come on down. Again, if you're practicing this video and you've done this before, you can just keep practicing your sun salutations and we'll meet up again. I want to teach you one more option. This is for a more advanced sun salutation practice. So you can take it or leave it, but if you've been practicing a lot and want to kind of mix it up, this is fun. So you have to have a really strong, confident chaturanga to do this. But instead of stepping back to high plank, your option is called a chaturanga jump back. So you would come from monkey, place your hands on the floor, and you're gonna jump back to chaturanga, not to high plank. So jump back, land with bent elbows, and then proceed to up dog and back to down dog. You can practice it a couple times if you want. You can add it to your practice or not. I'm gonna do it a couple times with you throughout our sun salutations, but you can choose whatever variation you want, okay? Let's do it again. So come back to down dog. Look toward the front of your mat. Come forward. So we jump forward and then you can jump back too. Forward fold, tall mountain. Forward fold, monkey. This is where you take your chaturanga and jump back if you want. Make your way to chaturanga, however you want. Upward dog, downward dog. One breath, we're gonna start picking up the pace. We're just gonna do back-to-back sun salutations. Exhale here, come forward. Forward fold, tall mountain. Forward fold, monkey, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Tall mountain, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Monkey, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. High plank to low plank or to your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, fold. Tall mountain, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Monkey, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog or cobra. Down dog. Breathe in. And out. Come forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Tall mountain, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. That breeze feels really good. Monkey. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Come forward, inhale. Fold, exhale. Tall mountain. Forward fold. Monkey. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Okay, we're gonna practice it together in silence. So if you need to keep your eye on me, no problem. Go at your own pace, listen to your own breath, have fun. Any modifications, variations you wanna try, go for it, okay? I'm just gonna walk you through the first couple postures and then we'll take off. Look toward the front of your mat, step, walk, or float. Breathe out to fold. Tall mountain. One breath. Come to the front of your mat on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Last time through on your own. Come forward on your inhale and fold on your exhale. Come down onto your shins, cross over your ankles, and make your way onto your back. Yay! We'll take one twist and then Shavasana. So bring your knees towards your chest. Take a breath in. Twist knees to the left, gaze to the right, arms to T or goalpost. And switch sides. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Bring your knees back to center. Little squeeze. Shavasana. You earned it. Sun Salutations are definitely heat producing and they get your energy flowing. So just enjoy this moment of stillness. Just feel your heart beating and your breath slowing. I hope that you can stay in your Shavasana for a little bit longer if you have the time. Thank you so much for joining me for this vigorous practice today. I hope that you try it again. Today as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.